I was minding my day, just walking on by, went out of the blue like a jet from the sky. No warning, no cry, no time to defy. It was the fly that got in my eye. The fly got caught in my eye. Now I twitch and I stumble and cry. No alibi, no reason why, just the fly that is stuck in my eye. The fly that got in my eye turned my calm into a wild goodbye. I blink and sigh, I laugh, then I cry at the fly that got in my eye. The fly got caught in my eye. Now I twitch and I stumble and cry. No alibi, no reason why, just a fly that is stuck in my eye. There's a fly in my, there's a fly, there's a fly in my, there's a fly, there's a fly in my, there's a fly, there's a fly in my.
Well, hey there, folks. Carloads here. Not in the driver's seat tonight, but behind the big desk at HQ, aka my office / place where thoughts get too loud. Welcome to another very special episode of Carlos Gets Literary Without a Permit. Now, last time around, we delivered a heartfelt, and let's be honest, devastatingly elegant letter to none other than the myth, the menace, the keyboard Casanova himself, Shizzy Whiznut. And don't forget his vocal sidekick, the smooth-voiced dreamweaver, Mr. Yamaha. Our reply was bold, brave, maybe even too emotionally honest for a Thursday night. And it was read, of course, by the dulcet tones of my friend Harley, whose voice has been known to melt butter through solid steel. But folks, something strange has happened. We got nothing back. Not a syllable. Not a L-O-L. Not even a gif of a raccoon shrugging. Total radio silence. Now, I've seen a lot in my time. I once saw a man eat a gas station burrito and then try to win a debate competition in the same hour. I've seen cats drive forklifts. But never have I seen Shizzy Whiznut, the man who responds to grocery lists with 1,500 words and a literary reference to Tolstoy, go full ghost mode. And you know what that means? Oh, I figured it out. They're playing the silent game. That's right. Shizzy Whizzy Wuzzy Woo Woo and his vocal ninja Yamamoto, or Yamaguchi, or whatever grandma's dream machine goes by, they're planning something, letting the silence build tension. It's tactical, it's calculated, it's diabolical. But guess what? Carlos don't play checkers. Carlos plays chess. Which is why, tonight, I've got another response, locked, loaded, and ready to go. And yes, just like before, I brought backup. Because a letter this important deserves the voice of a man who sounds like a cup of hot tea wearing a tuxedo. Ladies and gentlemen, returning once again with his velvety pipes and unflappable poise, please welcome the one, the only, the king of midnight monologues, Mr. David Scone. But we just call him Harley. Harley, my man, floor's yours.
My pleasure, Carlos. 2. The esteemed Shizzy Whiznut, commander of commas, baron of burned letters, and keeper of that mysterious narrator with the velvet vocal cords, Mr. Yamaha. From the desk, yes, the actual desk, of Carloads. Dear Shizzy, at first, I was calm. After our last letter, read aloud with buttery grace by my voice maestro Harley, I sat back, waited, and confidently expected the literary nuke you're known for. I even wore my emotional armor. Bathrobe, fuzzy socks, herbal tea steeped for exactly 3 minutes. But then, nothing. No reply, no rebuttal, no footnote, not even a subtle scene notification. Just silence, crisp, cold, unfeeling silence. At first I thought, he must be busy. Maybe Yamaha's off doing romantic audiobooks for grandmothers again. So I waited. Then I thought, he's just crafting something extra sharp. Yeah. He's sharpening metaphors on a whetstone. I gave you benefit of the doubt, Shizzy. I gave you the benefit. But the more I thought, the more confused I got. The more confused I got, the more mad I became. I started seeing hidden messages in cereal boxes. I interrogated my own plants. I reread your last letter looking for invisible ink. Harley found me at 3 a.m. furiously whispering, "What does Whiznut really mean?" And then the bell rang. I realized what you were doing. You weren't writing a reply. You were the reply. You deployed the most sinister, spine-chilling, psychological war tactic in the entire literary arsenal. The tactical nuclear letter of silence. A move designed not to defeat your opponent on the page, but to leave them pacing halls, questioning their every comma. It's not a letter, it's a void. A mind trap. A brain fog machine in passive-aggressive envelope form. It almost worked. Almost. But you forgot one thing, Shizzy. Carlos don't crumble under silence. Carlos yells into silence until it moves out the way. Did you really think you could use the absence of words to beat a man who once gave a TED Talk to a parking meter, please? Child's play, Fisher-Price level sneakery. Now, I could respond with an equally silent letter. I could go full mime mode and let my reply be a dramatic stare into the sunset while a violin cries in the background. I could let Harley stand here and say absolutely nothing, and the internet would assume I've spiritually ascended. But I'm not going to do that, because silence may be golden. But Carloads runs on noise, sass, and a half can of expired Red Bull. So consider this a counterstrike, Shizzy. Your silent letter has been received, decoded, and returned to sender with a big ol' stamp that says, "Nice try. I'm onto you. We all are. We're watching, listening. And next time, we'll bring the symbols. In moderate volume and medium confidence. Carloads with Harley. My personal bass-voiced justice system."
Well, there you have it. The silence has been shattered. The game has been exposed. The trap, disarmed by yours truly. Let's see what Shizzy Whizzy Wuzzy Woo Woo does now. Will he speak? Will Yamaha emerge from the velvet shadows? Or will they retreat back into the cozy cave of calculated quiet? Either way, I'm ready. You see, you can't cold shoulder Carloads. My shoulders run hot. I'm powered by unresolved tension, day-old diner coffee, and decades of emotional overcommitment. I know all the tricks, Shizzy. Every delay, dodge, duck, and dramatic pause. So if you think you're playing chess, buddy, I've already eaten 3 pawns and borrowed the bishop's robe for Halloween. And for the rest of you tuning in at home, remember this. It's not easy being Carlos, but somebody's gotta do it.
Shizzy Whizzy Wuzzy Woo Woo, sitting still like a statue. Yamamoto too, acting like I can't catch you. No reply, no message, not even a boo. You're playing a silent move, cute move, you too. But I'm Carlos, baby, I invented the ignore. Back when dial-up screeched and we settled the score. You think no letter means I'm fooled by you? Ha! I see silence louder than a kangaroo crew. You're ghosting, floating, dodging my vibe like a couple of crickets in a sneaky tribe. But I got eyes that see the quiet lie. Carlos reads the air, and you can't deny. You can't fool Carlos, nah, not today. Silent move or snail delay. I feel the hush, I smell the mute. I'm fluent in quiet and funky to boot. saying nothing, but I know what you didn't say. Beat of silence. Delicious silence. Now they blinking, now they sweating, caught in the quiet, starting regretting. Carlos spoke with no sound at all, yet somehow I still made you fall. You can't fool Carlos, don't even try. I see the gaps between each lie. You think you're slick, you think you're gone, but Carlos hears you even when you're not on. So next time you ghost, just know I knew. Shizzy, Whizzy, Whoo. Yamagotchi too. Silent move. Not nice try, boo.
It's not easy being Carlos.